Broadcasting from the business capital of the world, this is the Podcast Business News Network.
Welcome to the show. We're so excited to have Tina Allison here joining us. She's the owner of Scrap U and Artistry Too from Hillsborough, New Jersey. Welcome to the show today. How are you?
I'm doing great, Jill. Thanks for having me. I'm really excited.
Well, thanks for being here. I know a little bit about you. I've checked you out, and you're a full-service art studio, and really, you say you service the whole family, right? From mom, me programs, kids and adults. This is awesome. Tell us a little bit about what you do.
Yeah, we have been in business for almost 10 years, and we're located in Hillsborough, and we do have programs for everybody in the entire family. We service mom and me. We do DIY, open art studio. We have adult paint and sips. We have fine art lessons for kids and adults. We have an Art with Care program for the special needs community. We do it all. So if there's a project that you're looking for and you don't see it, you contact us and we'll try to make it happen for you.
Ah, wonderful. Well, thank you for sharing that. Well, let's start off with, what is your website?
Website is ScrapU, the letter U, NJ.com.
Beautiful. And we're going to talk today more about all that you have. My goodness, I see summer art and sewing camps. I have a 6 and 8 year old. Too bad I don't live closer. But I know, you want to you want to promote some of your summer camps and weekly activities. So let's get started. I mean, you offer so many different things. Where do we start? The painting, the sewing. Give us a breakdown of how it works and by age.
Absolutely. So first and foremost, I just want to do a shout out for tonight. We're doing an adult paint and sip. It's BYOB, as all our adult programs are. We're doing acrylic pouring, which is kind of a new trend now, and it's all over TikTok and YouTube. So for anybody who's ever really wanted to try it, you should come to the studio tonight, register online. We're having a great program by one of our amazing artists, Maureen. And we're actually promoting a weekly Friday night series of adult programs, because now that the summer's here, we really want adults to get time to themselves. You know, they put the kids through school, and the kids are getting a break, so they need a break too. Beside that, our summer camps. We do summer camps for our littles, which are age 5 through 7. And we offer full day or half day, because some families don't feel that the littles can handle a full day camp. We also have aftercare, because, you know, we still have working parents out there. Even if they're working from home, they need a stimulating location for their kids to be, and we like to provide that. Our regular art camp is for kids 8 through 15, and same time, that's open 9 to 3, and then aftercare. So beside that, our sewing camps. We do half-day or full-day sewing camps. I have had the pleasure of working with our amazing seamstress and sewing instructor, Denise, for years now, and she comes from Pennsylvania and trucks to Hillsborough for our program for the past 4 years, and we're very, very lucky to have her. The kids learn a lot. They're hands-on on the machine instantly, day one, and so that's a little bit about our camps, and all that information and what we're making and what we're doing can be found on our website. Should we dive into weekly programs? What do you think, Jill?
Yes, please. Thank you so much.
Okay, so our weekly programs. We're open 6 days a week. I had to count that out there, for weekly programs. So there's literally something to do 6 nights a week. And if that doesn't work for you, we always have our DIY open art studio, where you can register online for something specific at a time that you and your friends or your family want to do it. But basically, our weekly schedule consists of Mondays we have crocheting, Thursdays is our sewing class, Fridays is our adult series, Mondays we have anime and mixed media, fine art, drawing and painting, Tuesdays we have fine art, drawing, and painting. Wednesdays we have fine art, drawing, and painting, and scrapbooking. Fridays we also have clay classes, and Saturday, as I said, fine art, drawing, and painting as well. So really, I think, there's something for everybody. And for those kids who maybe going to camp, these programs start after hours. And for those kids that are not going to camp but just want an activity during the week, this works perfectly.
Oh, my goodness. Well, can I find out more about you and what brought you here? And tell me about your story and your journey.
Sure. Well, I have been a resident of Hillsborough for about 24 years. I'm originally from Middlesex County. I spent quite a few years living, though, in San Diego, and I have always been an entrepreneur. I think, even as a kid, my mom did a lot of entrepreneurial things. She hosted a ton of events. She was very crafty. She did a lot of nonprofit work. So it's something I kind of grew up with and knew I wanted to do. She's a people person. I'm a people person. And I think that just resonated with me. So throughout my career, I've had multiple businesses, small businesses, and started really in event planning, which got me started more on the creative side. And that was probably due to my sister. She was an event planner. She was a director of event planning and kind of taught me the ropes. And I started from there and learned how to do large-scale events and parties, and then started doing programs and art and really branched out from there. So that's how we started.
Oh, my goodness. Amazing. And how many kids and students do you serve?
Well, kids, in our fine art program, we have about 45 students a week. Our other programs, between all of them, we probably service an additional 30 or so students. It fluctuates between the school year and the summer because families go on vacation, but the good thing is once you buy into one of our series or long-term programs, you're part of our program for the entire term. You don't lose your space. If you need to travel, you don't lose your spots. You don't lose your sessions. We're super flexible, and we try to really work with our clients, which gives families an opportunity for some flexibility, although still having the commitment. And our birthday parties, our special events, our fundraisers, those we do on a scale from anywhere from 15 to 20 people all the way to 300. So it really just depends on the event.
My goodness. Exciting, exciting, exciting. You said your mother did a lot of events and crafting, right? So this is definitely a genetic thing where this comes from?
It does. It does. She evolved as she got older, right? She's retired now in Florida, but when I was a child, she did a lot of nonprofit and worked with foundations and fundraised, and so I really got to learn a lot about that wheelhouse. And then between that and then the event planning, owning my own business as an adult, and then really in art, I have to say I got my start from my best friend Marianne, who got me involved in enrichment in my son's grammar school. When he was little, I was very involved, and she asked me to start teaching enrichment classes after school, and that's how scrapbooking started, and that's how the name Scrap U ended up starting.
I love it. I love it. And how many years now have you been in business for?
9. Knock on wood. 9 years.
Goodness.
I mean, we've made it through COVID. We've made it through Hurricane Irene. And, for those who don't know, Manville and Hillsborough were natural disaster locations during Hurricane Ida. And unfortunately, people lost their lives. There was a lot of devastation, a lot of trauma to the communities. And we experienced a severe flood and lost a lot. And, so we've rebuilt in an emotional or physical way more than once over the past 4 or 5 years, and we're still here.
Amazing. Well, at this time, we do have to take a quick commercial break. Would you mind sharing the best form and all forms of contact for your listeners? Thank you.
Absolutely. The best way to reach us, you can call us direct at 732-239-5003. Connect with us on our website at scrapunj.com or via email at tina@scrapunj.com.
Perfect. All right. Thank you so much. Stay tuned, everyone. We'll be right back with more.
Welcome to Philo, where you can get more than 60 channels for $25 and DVR for days. We've got hip-hop for lovers, renovations for brothers, pups for preschoolers, and hugs for hallmarkies. Start your free trial and find out more at philo.tv.
Is that the sound of an ooey gooey cheesy crunchy slice of P-I-Z-Z-A? Obviously, but as good as that sounds, we think it can get even better. Oh yeah, that's the sound of a freshly opened fizz-filled Pepsi. The only thing that can take this flavor medley of crunchy dough, mouth-watering cheese, and savory sauce to the next level. How about another bite? Pepsi and pizza sound like a match made in heaven and taste even better. Pizza, better with Pepsi. That's what I like.
Are you looking for even more of the podcasts and hosts that you love? The Podcast Business News Network is proud to announce that you now have even more ways to listen live. Check out the MyTuner Radio, online radio box, and Simple Radio apps on iOS and Android, or find us online. Search for Business News Network on mytuner-radio.com or search Podcast Business News Network on streama.com and onlineradiobox.com/US. Take your podcast on the go and don't miss a minute of the action.
With no fees or minimums on checking and savings accounts, banking with Capital One is like the easiest decision in the history of decisions. Kind of like choosing Charles Barkley in a pickup game.
We'll take Barkley.
Ha! First pick. Sorry, kids.
Yep, even easier than that. And with our top-rated app, you can bank anytime, anywhere, making Capital One an even easier decision.
Okay, here's the plan. Pass me the ball every time.
This is banking reimagined. What's in your wallet?
New consumer accounts only. Approval required. Terms apply. Capital One N.A. member FDIC.
Broadcasting from the business capital of the world, this is the Podcast Business News Network.
Well, welcome back. We are excited to have our friend here joining us, and Tina's talking about Scrap U and Artistry Too. Of course, that's her company based out of Hillsborough, New Jersey. Excited to learn more about this. So it's ScrapUNJ.com, and yes, the summer camp programs are here, and there's still availability out there.
Yeah, we have room for everybody. Our brand new studio we just moved into is 1,500 square feet. So don't worry about the space. We got it.
I love it. And there's a little art camp. I saw that. The sewing camp. This is a great thing. It's funny. Right now, my kids are not in camp. I really wish I lived closer. But, I mean, you mentioned all ages, from toddlers through adulthood even. And, wow. Really offer so much. Let me ask you, you are also still looking, you said there's traveling artists. Let us bring art to you. So you could do classes like that?
Yeah, so this really started during COVID. We were forced to shut down, as all businesses, recreational and small businesses, were in this aspect. So we started with the online platform, and then as slowly as things started to open up just a little bit and vaccines were coming out, we noticed that a trend in our area that families with children the same age, or small groups of friends and family that knew they had been not traveling or, isolating together somewhat, were still doing activities together. So we started offering our traveling art program, where we would do a weekly program in somebody's house, and a group of people who felt comfortable with each other would host us, and we would do art programs. And it was very successful. It was great. We connected with a lot of small groups, and we even did some adult programs for families who were, just bored and wanted to get together with their their in-laws. We did things in garages. I mean, we were very creative and thought outside the box and really tried to get people together. And some people just like the comfort of their own homes. So even irregardless of COVID, we're still doing our traveling art program. So just one of the additional customizable services that we have for weekly art, monthly art, or parties.
I love it. I love it. And do you have a favorite? I mean, is there one that you teach over the other that you just have a love for, or a certain age group?
Yeah, people ask me that all the time, right? I do not teach our fine art, drawing and painting. I have a team of artists that I want to acknowledge that I wouldn't be where I am without them. They're amazing group of very, very talented men and women that I have working with me as my team. But I love mixed media. Those are one of the classes that I teach specifically. I love to dive in and try new mediums, explore all the latest trends, both with adults and with children. So that's one of my favorites. Those classes are Monday nights, and I have a group that meets Monday nights at 5:30, and we do mixed media. Another one of my favorites is how I got my start is scrapbooking. I was a scrapbooker, and I love it. I'm slightly obsessed with paper and color and stickers, and so we have so many supplies at our studio. It's pretty overwhelming, but it's something for everybody. So I teach that on Wednesday nights. And then I'm kind of the crazy camp teacher, birthday party extraordinaire, fundraiser. I'm the one that kicks their shoes off, turns the radio up, and, is silly. It's just something that I enjoy. I love connecting with people and making our space a comfortable place for kids. And artists definitely, I think, as kids grow, can be a little bit more introspective sometimes and afraid to experiment and take risks. And that's the specialty and the beauty of what we do is there's no mistakes. You can be who you are and literally kick your shoes off and just be a part of the family the minute you enter the space. And I'm really, really proud of that.
Amazing. I love it. I love it. I love it. Now, what happens during, the school year? This is summer, but you still have programs that run throughout the year?
We do. We're open, as I said, 7 days a week throughout the entire year. And then the cool thing is for school-age kids, when school is closed, holidays, vacations, breaks, we're open for what we call Schools Out Art Camp. So we're open 9 to 3, and with the option of aftercare. So for working parents that can't take spring break or winter break and have to work while their kids are off from school, this is a safe, creative environment where your kids can come for the day or the week and explore art. And the cool thing is every project, every day is different. So we're doing a multitude of different mediums all day long. So if somebody comes for a day or 5 days or 3 weeks throughout the summer, they're never going to do the same project. We're always coming up with new curriculum and new programs for the kids. And so they're always going to be learning something different. And, there's a lunch option. We're peanut safe in our studio, no nuts allowed. We have pizza 3 days a week during the camp and Schools Out Art Camp weeks. And we have ice cream during the summer, which is a big hit with the kids.
Oh, man. And the adults, I'm sure, too, right? Come on, let's be honest.
Yes, and of course for the adults, we come completely prepared with plates, cups, corkscrews, for your BYOB options. So anybody 21 and over can attend those events and enjoy a safe space to relax and craft and learn a new art medium, and bring your cocktails and bring your snacks and have some fun.
I love it. And by the way, I see that you're also on Instagram and social media.
Yes.
And so it's Scrap U Artistry Too, TOO. Looking at beautiful kids interested in art and crafts and sewing. Now, sewing, that's I feel like sewing's a dying generation. It's good to know that people are still teaching that. My mother, learned from her mother. I never learned. Is that something that you specialize in too?
Absolutely. Well, our studio specializes in it, and my instructor Denise and I have a running joke for the past 4 years that says, "You stay in your lane, I'll stay in mine," because I can't thread a needle and she cannot do art. So, we've evolved now into our own sewing rooms. So all our programs have their own rooms now because of our extra large 1,500 square foot space. So we specifically have our own sewing room, and kids are really coming out. We have our programs throughout the entire school year, our sewing lessons, and we have a beginner and an advanced program. So we purchased our own machines so that if you don't have a machine, you can learn from ours. And if you do have your own machine, but it's been in a box, which we find everybody says to us, we've had this machine for 10 years and never taken it out of the box. Bring it to us and we'll teach you how to use it. And, our weekly sewing programs start up again in October, and they're 8 weeks long, and the kids are amazing. You'll see on some of the videos, I think, posted on my YouTube channel and my Facebook and Instagram, some of the kids previewed there are, the one is 6 years old, and she started since she was 5, and she's making her own dresses now. I mean, she's amazing. So, sewing is coming back. It's something we're very proud of, and we offer the taste of it throughout the summer for 2 weeks, as I said, in our sewing camp for beginners and advanced students, and we're making some cool stuff. The kids are making beach cover-ups, they're making denim purses out of jeans, and they're learning how to work with washable vinyl for tote bags and beach bags. So everything appropriate for the summer, and just really good foundational skills. And I have to say, we've had a lot of moms that have wanted to come back and get into sewing, and they've taken our classes, and they've done it alongside their kids or separate. And then we also have the option, as with all our classes, to do private lessons if people want that.
I also saw on the website you also do like parent nights out sometimes.
Yes.
Tell me. That's exciting. Yeah.
Yeah. So parent night out is a lot during the school year because, you find with all the extracurriculars that our kids are in and the running around and the taxi driving and the workload and shopping and doing everything else that they have to do for their families, they need a night out, whether it's date night or with their friends. It's drop and go. So typically it's a Friday night, and it's about 3 hours or so, 7 to 9 or so, something like that. And we will do a craft, and we'll have the option of a pizza or dinner, and do have some game time, maybe some TV or a movie going. It depends on the theme and the time of year. Halloween is always a big one we do before Halloween. Valentine's Day, Mother's Day, we do a kids' night out so that kids can make Mother's Day gifts, Father's Day. The Indian holidays, we do a lot of cultural events for different holidays to help celebrate. So, yeah, it's another opportunity for, adults to have their time and kids to have their own time.
Wonderful. Well, thank you for being here today, for joining us. Would you mind sharing the best form and all forms of contact for you?
Absolutely. Our website, again, is ScrapU.com. You can contact us directly by phone at 732-239-5003 or via email at my name, Tina, at ScrapUNJ.com. Check us out on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, YouTube, and LinkedIn, and we love to connect with you. So mention this program, and we'll offer you a $10 discount on any of your programs.
All right. Thank you so much. All right. Looking forward to speaking with you again, and thank you for being here. Wow. Exciting stuff.
Thank you, Jill.
Thank you, sweetheart. Have a great day. And to all of our listeners, stay tuned. More of the show is on the way.
Broadcasting from the business capital of the world, this is the Podcast Business News Network.
This is you over 30 years ago.
Are we there yet? Are we there yet?
And this is your mom when you drive her back from therapy.
Are we there yet? Are we there yet? Are we there yet?
Roles change without us noticing, and in your new role, we help you help. AARP gives you the information to help care for your mom so that you can have patience with her, just like she did with you. Visit aarp.org/caregiving or call 1-877-333-5885 to get practical health and wellness tips to provide even better care for your loved one.
Are we there yet?
Remember, visit aarp.org/caregiving. AARP, we help you help. A public service announcement brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.